Hi, welcome back to Real Reviews. This is Cody Williams, and we're here to talk about the movie Weapons. It is a mystery horror film that is written, produced, and directed by Zach Kreger that I have been looking forward to for quite some time since seeing the previews for it. I'm not sure what to think of it, but it managed to grab my interest, and I knew right away that I had to check this one out. Is it any good? Well, let's talk about it. The movie story follows when all but one child from the same class mysteriously vanish on the same night at exactly the same time. A community is left questioning who or what is behind their disappearance. Well, holy shit. Now that was a movie. And I mean that in a good way. I haven't been perturbed by a horror flick in a while, and this movie knows very well how to get under your skin. Coming from a horror snob like me, I happen to really enjoy this one, very much so. It definitely has the ingredients that one would expect out of an actual good horror flick. It's super mesmerizing, and it's just beyond messed up. I will immediately tell you right now that I think this movie is absolutely perfect. How good is it? Well, it has a nice layer of creepiness. The acting from everyone was phenomenally well done. The storytelling was great, and also it's just a great looking film. What I like the most out of this movie would have to be the level of constant dread and terror that permeates throughout. As bizarre and macabre this movie was, it honestly felt like a fever dream. Yeah, there are some jump scares, which as a matter of fact didn't affect me. However, it's the visual imagery that got me more than anything, as it heavily relies more on the unsettling visuals to get under your skin. The movie definitely has that creep factor, and it's effectively well done. I do admire how the film's storytelling was done in a way like how you would see in a Quentin Tarantino film. This movie in particular is structured into chapters compiling of different points of view from the different characters that eventually intersect into each other. I think it was probably the best way to tell the film's story because I couldn't imagine any different. As far as the writing goes, I did not expect how the movie played out and the end result as well. No spoilers, but that plot twist really came out of left field and it was unexpected for sure. In a good way, of course. I really enjoyed how the characters were handled in such regard, and the dialogue more or less felt natural given the weird circumstances that happened throughout the film. Either way, the movie's writing was top notch. Yeah, this is a horror movie, but I also didn't expect it to perfectly blend with some dark comedy that's thrown into the mix of things. There's some great tongue-in-cheek humor that will manage to get some laughs out of you, for sure. As creepy as this movie was, I will say it was a nice little surprise to have some comic relief. As far as the other genres go, I thoroughly enjoy the mystery aspect of the film. There are plenty of twists and turns to keep you guessing that makes it very fun as you're trying to piece everything together. With that said, this movie definitely does a fantastic job of mixing different genres together to create quite the unforgettable experience. As far as the talent in front of the camera goes, both Julia Garner and Josh Brolin are the main highlights of this film. Both of them are equally amazing in their roles, and they really sold me with their performances. I did also enjoy Amy Madigan with what she did with her character, which I won't say, but she was just as great. Even Benedict Wong and Alden Ehrenreich were fun additions as well. As far as I'm concerned, everyone in this movie was amazing. For a major studio release, this honestly felt like it was shot to look like an art house film, like something you would get from Neon or A24. The cinematography was absolutely none other than amazing. The way lighting was used and how some of the scenes were captured on camera, this movie was quite the visual treat. I can't get over just how great the movie looked. In the end, I thought this movie was really awesome. It gave me everything I wanted out of it and then some. I can easily say that this movie in particular is definitely one of my favorite horror flicks of the year. Use that information as you will, but I do highly recommend seeing this movie while it's in theaters. I'm still in awe after watching the movie. It's that great. Overall, Weapons is an incredibly wonderful twisted fairy tale of a film that hones in on being as macabre as possible and just as entertaining. It's definitely a meticulously well put together horror flick that delivers on both the thrills and chills while being a refreshing new take on the genre that we don't need but we do deserve. When it comes to modern horror cinema, you just can't get any better than this. I give this movie an A+. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Keep up my real reviews.